Hello everyone, good morning and welcome. Gaurang Shah here from Geojit Financial Services. Well, we have seen the markets react extremely positively post the Diwali Muhurat trading, and we are virtually looking at an all-time high every second day. What I would request all of y'all is that don't let complacency get into its place. There are a lot of noise on the street of optimism. There is a lot of chaos on the street about pessimism. And I think when you have these two playing out in the market, uh, my understanding and my experience tells me that the market does what it has to do according to its wisdom. It is not mine or yours outlook that market is obliged to go by, and hence my view is that after the stupendous rally that we've seen on the Sensex and on the Nifty, especially led by large caps, uh, my view is that maybe for some time large caps or the frontline stocks or the index heavyweights can possibly take a backseat because of the valuation, time, and earnings, if you have to put in all this thing in perspective. And I feel that maybe it is now time for the broader markets, that is the mid cap and the small cap universe, to start participating. Mind you, by no terms I'm trying to say that you have to put your wealth at risk. It is only because of the outperformance and underperformance. My view is that there will be a catch up rally by the mid cap and small cap. And my humble request to all of you all is whoever has got invested in certain unknown mid cap names in the past, and for all those investors who have got sucked into that, sucker rally in the small cap, because if you have to reflect upon the earnings, then there is a huge gap between the earnings reported for the second quarter by the large caps. Some selective mid caps have done relatively well, but broadly speaking, large part of the mid caps and the entire universe, by and large, barring few stocks in the small cap universe, have underperformed as far as earnings is concerned. And that's one of the reason why we are seeing uh, large money from the FIIs, DIIs, large investors, HNI, Ultra HNI, smart money going into the large cap stocks, and that's why the valuation has run up when you compare to the time and the earnings. So you may see a little bit of outperformance coming in from the mid cap universe, from the small cap universe, but it will be a great opportunity, especially for all those investors who have got stuck or who have got sucked into that unfortunate rally in the small cap universe. Please don't go and buy into this rally that you will see in unknown names. Uncharted territories is highly avoidable, because this may lead to another fatal experience which you have already experienced. So try to reshuffle your portfolio is what I'm trying to say once you get the rally, more so in the small cap universe. Get into a known mid cap names, sectorially performing names. And if you really don't want to do too much and risk too much, then large cap is the universe that you can be once you see that correction happening or consolidation happening in the indices, that is large cap. On the crude oil front, well, last time I did speak about, and we did see that, a relief rally coming in. And my understanding is that even if the Brent prices has to go to $50 or beyond, it is not going to stay there for a long period of time. It is going to come back. I'm talking about Brent $50 barrel a mark. And on the NYMEX, we may go to 47, 48 barrel per mark per dollar, per 47, $48 per barrel mark. Even there, you will see some amount of cool off coming through. And this is largely because of the, I don't know. I mean, I'm no expert on this, but you have heard about second wave, third wave, fourth wave of this unfortunate pandemic. in form of COVID-19 in US, in European countries, which may lead to a little bit of cool off in crude oil prices because consumption is likely to take a backseat. Restrictions are being put in place again in certain geographies around the world, and certain standard operating procedures have been revived, keeping in mind the escalated numbers that we have reported day on day basis. So maybe it is a huge positive. Again, I would like to say this, but it's very prudent that you keep your one eye on the crude oil prices, and it's very prudent to keep the other eye on the rupee dollar equation. And we've seen that the rupee has been romancing with the dollar in the range of 73.5 on the strength on the INR, that is the rupee front, 74.25, 74.50 against the weakness on the INR front against the dollar. So I think that's going to be the broad range. We have the credit policy friends coming through on 4th of December. And let me say this on an optimism note. The second quarter GDP number that we've seen was way above than what the estimates were of almost each and every economist on the street and brokerage institutions. And if you have to look at the outlook for the third quarter and the fourth quarter and the next financial year GDP number, then they have got revised higher. So this gives you a comfort zone in terms of revival coming through, though at a slow pace, given the much more stringent lockdown in India, then the opening up, and then the revival. So my optimism is that yes, the markets are at all-time high. Yes, there is optimism and pessimism, but I would like to repeat what I have been repeating for the many interactions that I have had with all of you all, is that this is a great market to buy on dips. Don't venture out into unterritories like I told you earlier. Stick with known prudent names, earning visibility, credible management, and don't do anything that you don't have to do, because that will put you at risk. So flows will remain stronger. My understanding is that you can hate India, but you cannot ignore India as far as the various pessimistic outlook that people have put out in universe as far as the equity markets are concerned. So I believe that yes, you can possibly envy us, but you cannot ignore us. India is a destination, is a growing market, and I think with total due respect to the policy changes that the government is putting in place, I think we are possibly looking at a much more faster revival than later. So please try to buy into dips. If you have short-term, medium-term trades in the market, try to take money off as much as possible off the table. And with the new rules that have been put in place effective 1st of December, I think it will become a little bit more discipline oriented kind of approach towards the market for short-term, medium-term investors. So I remain optimistic on the markets, and I will be more optimistic if we have good news on the vaccine front from either of the 3 or 6 odd companies which are based in India and who are burning the midnight oil to find a solution for this vaccine. So trade with optimism, buy on dips, and short to medium term, take money off the table if you don't have too much of risk appetite. All the best, and see you again next week. Thank you. Bye bye.